We got to celebrate.
You're
That's a win for Ding. I mean, people been watching this match. No matter who you're rooting for, you'd like to see it. I think somewhat competitive, and well into the match. To be specific, 12 games into the match, Ding has picked up his first win, and that was an earned win. Sharp, found the right moves, played without hesitation when it was required.
Yep.
Unfortunately, like we know Ding can play like that, but today hasn't been the case.
Yeah, it's been missing from today's action, but nice to see him find that level. As you said, it wasn't a like a rook end game. It wasn't a flag. It was how we would expect Ding to get these wins. Is very aggressive position, and he was just finding all those moves in stride. Those were natural moves for Ding in that position, and obviously we need to see more of it. But Hans has been in positions where it's been a little bit hairy in terms of the right defensive moves to find, and he's found his way out. There, he wasn't able to, but we'll see whether that's just a one game, because I think it's fair to say probably too little, too late, or whether it really reminds Ding how he can play.
Yeah, this next game is going to be very telling. He has momentum. One win counts as momentum in the context of this match. And what you want to avoid is an opening disaster. Or we've seen Hans take Ding out in the opening, which has been very impressive. But here I think Ding, that's he has a bit of a classical approach. He plays classical openings in blitz, tries to push with white, and as black, he's okay with a draw. And that can work when the match starts off competitive. Today, the match hasn't started off competitive, and I think he has a bit of that deficit in his speed chess game, where if he needs to change things up, it's not so easy, because he got to his level playing the way he plays, and he's not just playing hundreds of blitz games online, different openings, trying out different things. He's a fairly established, known player when it comes to what he brings to the board.
Yeah, exactly. And we're looking at a spot here where Hans is putting on the pressure. The knight on d3 almost feels like it deals with both of
Oh,
Black's
look at
knights.
this. Queen
Yep.
g6, knight f4. And the queen is trapped almost. Or there's some tactics, right? Queen g6,
Yeah,
knight
f7
f4.
loose.
f7 is loose.
Wow. Yeah, knight f4 is a really, really nasty move.
You,
And actually,
you
where do
can
you
play
put the
queen
queen?
c6, probably queen c6 and just go down a pawn.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's
you might
nothing
have
better.
to.
The question is, do you play queen g6 first, then knight f4, then queen
I think
c6?
so.
Either way, you're losing the f7 pawn, which isn't game over. If roles were reversed, Hans would be playing this position quickly, being like, you know what? I'm going down a pawn. That's it. There's
I
nothing
think
better
you
than
don't want
that.
to allow knight f7, knight e5. So
Okay.
maybe queen g6, knight f4, and then slide over. It's
Yeah.
tough to allow an extra piece into the attack, though.
But Ding can't be tanking here. That's not how you play the blitz.
Mm-hmm.
You make a mistake, you lose a pawn. You have to play faster than that. Okay, queen c2. Interesting.
I have to say, it's a combative blitz move, because
It is
instead of just
combative.
accepting down a pawn, you're saying, okay, well, I'll also win b2, so it'll be a bit of a race.
At least there'll be a bit of raise. You're like, okay, I might get mated. My queen is, oh, well, queen f5. So much for the race.
Yeah, never mind. Retreat, and still you're pressuring b2, but obviously it is a full pawn down.
It's a full pawn, but at least Black's pawns are in light squares. So I see a future where if everything gets traded off, Black's pawns are situated on light squares. That White's extra pawn is that F pawn. Those bishop endgames aren't necessarily the end of the world. You take away the knights from the board, all the knights. White's up a pawn, but it's not an easy conversion.
King H8
What is
is
an easy
a
conversion is Ding going down to 20 seconds and blundering
yeah.
when he gets low on the clock.
I like the
And
speed
now
that he
Queen
played the last
F3.
couple moves.
Nice. Hans is preparing G4. This is a good way to eventually use your kingside pawn majority. So
Yeah,
knight
surprised we
takes.
didn't see it already.
I
Where
thought
was
G4 could
G4?
have been played at the exact moment. Ding might fight for it by playing H5. No, he's not fighting for it.
Oh yeah, no, this is a problem here.
He could have given check and taken on B5. Hans is, yeah. Just going for it.
He's probably thinking about I was gonna say thinking about knight G6 first, but this is another way to do it.
Does this work? Well, now it works. There's Queen F7 and maybe knight here. Okay, this is an idea. Ding down to 5 seconds here. At least the queens are off the board, so now Ding can speed up. This position, I think he has some chances. Get rid of that knight on E5. G6 is loose. And again, the endgames aren't that bad. He's still only down. He's just down a pawn I'm on.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
true.
that's defined. Loses B2.
He wants to go back for checkmate.
He's going to have to sack the exchange.
Or rook C6 takes G6.
Some counterplay from Ding. Some fight with 3 seconds on the clock. And now that A-pawn might determine the game. The knight can't move or you lose G6. The rook can swing over to A6, support the pawn. It's an even material endgame now.
He has to come up with something that's like a trick, right? Like 3 seconds left. You know you're
there is
probably
no trick
lost.
Here. You can't move your knight.
What does he have?
He's going to eventually have to bring his rook back.
Yeah, I don't see a way around it.
And now Ding will have to find a way to push this pawn through. Even if he doesn't, it looks good. Because that rook is just passive, and now you have ideas like knight here. You have ideas like B4. Try to get the bishop to C3. Hans isn't in time to come up with a checkmate. The rook is on A1. That's not going to do it. Bishop C3 is coming.
There's nothing here. No.
No, you can never even swing your rook around because you'll just promote.
I don't see a threat. Rook F1, knight E3
Bishop F8 classy,
covered.
stopping checkmate. Take on G6. Take on G6. He finds it.
That's a big time move.
That's it.
That's it.
That's 2 in a row.